Archangel Michael says, a moment has arrived that cannot be hidden anymore. The mask has fallen, and the truth of who you are has been revealed. Their eyes are open, and the realization has left them stunned, unable to believe what they see. They thought they knew you, but what they saw was only a fraction of the light you carry. Now the hidden part of your destiny has begun to surface, and it has left them in awe. The whispers of heaven are surrounding you, making them speechless in your presence. A sacred truth has finally reached their heart, and it is something they cannot deny. They realized you are not ordinary, and that realization has struck them with both fear and admiration. Something about you is unfolding that feels divine and unshakable. The revelation is shaking their soul, and heaven is watching closely. Their amazement is proof of the power you hold, and nothing will remain the same again. You are standing on the edge of a breakthrough, and this realization was the key that unlocked it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They are wondering how they could not see it earlier. All the signs, all the clues, were right in front of them. Yet it took one powerful moment for the truth to come alive and pierce through their blindness. Now the energy around you is shifting, and those who underestimated you are trembling. The strength within you is making them feel both inspired and unworthy. Their amazement is a silent confession that you were chosen all along. The truth of who you are is now undeniable, even for those who try to resist it. They can no longer escape what heaven has written over your life. The amazement in their soul is only the beginning of the testimony that will spread far and wide. Archangel Michael says, your time has come to stand in the light. You were hidden for a season, but now you are being unveiled. Their astonishment is the first sign that your destiny is rising. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your presence is leaving marks on their heart. They look at you and see more than just a person, they see destiny unfolding before their eyes. That realization has humbled them and silenced their doubts. Every word you speak is carrying weight now, and they feel it deeply. Your actions, even the smallest ones, are stirring something inside them. The amazement is not just admiration, it is recognition. They are beginning to connect the moments of the past with the truth of today. The puzzle pieces are forming a picture they never expected to see. That picture reveals who you truly are, powerful, chosen, and unstoppable. The amazement they feel is mixed with regret, because they didn't treat you according to your worth. But heaven has intervened, and now their eyes are forced open to the truth. They cannot deny what they see anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your identity is shining brighter than ever before. This is not something you needed to prove, heaven itself has confirmed it. That's why they stand amazed. Because what you carry is beyond human explanation. They see the resilience in your eyes, the strength in your steps, and the peace that follows you. These are not ordinary traits, they are marks of someone who carries heaven's seal. And that realization is changing how they see you forever. Every barrier that once blocked the truth is falling apart. Every lie that was spoken against you is collapsing under the weight of this revelation. Their amazement is proof that nothing can stop what is already written. Archangel Michael says, do not fear their reaction, for their astonishment is only the beginning. Soon their admiration will turn into respect, and their respect into testimony. You are about to witness doors open that were once sealed. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They can no longer ignore the signs that surround you. Everything you touch seems to shift into alignment, and that energy leaves them astonished. What they once dismissed as coincidence now feels like undeniable evidence of who you really are. Their hearts are trembling, because deep within they know something powerful has been revealed. You are no longer hidden in the shadows of doubt. Your truth has risen, and they cannot unsee it. This realization has left them restless at night, replaying every moment they had with you. They wonder how they missed what was right before their eyes. The amazement has taken hold of them and it won't let go. Now, they see your worth, your light, and your calling with a clarity they never had before. That clarity has turned into reverence, because they know heaven stands behind you. Their astonishment is not just emotional, it is spiritual. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You walk into a room and silence follows, because your presence carries power. People who once doubted you are now whispering your name with awe. They are beginning to realize that you were always marked for greatness. Every step you take now is guided by unseen hands, and it terrifies those who underestimated you. They are amazed, because they feel that no one can stand against you anymore. This is your season of revelation, and nothing can hide it. Their amazement will turn into confessions they never thought they'd speak. Some will admit they misjudged you, while others will try to draw near to your light. The truth of who you are is rewriting their perception of you completely. Even those who once envied you are forced to respect the truth. They can see that heaven's protection is wrapped tightly around you. Their amazement is the beginning of a shift that will transform everything in your life. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The truth is rising like the morning sun, unstoppable and bright. Their amazement grows with every passing day as more of your true self unfolds. This revelation has shaken their foundation, and they can no longer deny what is happening. They wonder how someone so close to them could be so extraordinary. They marvel at your strength, your endurance, and your unwavering spirit. To them, you are no longer just a person, you are a living testimony. This amazement will not fade, because it is rooted in truth. Once a revelation has been seen, it cannot be unseen. They are captivated, and heaven wants you to know this is only the beginning. Archangel Michael says, your hidden identity has been unlocked for a reason. Their amazement is the proof that your divine timing is here. Nothing can stop the unveiling of your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They are watching as the small things you did in silence now roar like testimony before their eyes. Every quiet sacrifice you made is becoming the proof that you were never ordinary. Their amazement grows into a hush that surrounds you like a sacred echo. What they once brushed off as luck now reads like purpose, and purpose has weight that cannot be ignored. The ordinary moments of your life are revealing themselves as the threads of a larger tapestry. Their stunned faces betray the slow dawning of recognition that destiny has been shaping you all along. Your calm in the face of storms is now seen as evidence of something deeper working through you. The steadiness in your hands, the patience in your steps, and the mercy in your words are all signs that they can no longer deny. Their astonishment is a mirror reflecting the truth that has always been within you. The energy around you bends toward clarity, and people are learning to listen differently when you speak. Even those who once laughed are now quiet, because your truth has weight and clarity. Their astonishment is the beginning of a new alignment in every room you enter. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They remember moments of cruelty that they once used to excuse, and those memories now contrast sharply with what you carry. Their regret is heavy, and it lingers in the space between their breaths. This realization is shifting loyalties and changing the course of relationships overnight. Doors that were once closed are opening before you, not by force, but by the recognition that you belong. People who moved like obstacles are stepping aside, because your path is being cleared by a force they cannot name. Their amazement is the first movement of a domino that will sweep through the places you thought stuck. The truth about you is not loud in arrival, but it is unavoidable in presence. Small, consistent virtues are revealing themselves as the currency of your calling. Their amazement is tasting the future, and it is sweet with promise. What they once called coincidence is now read as design, and design carries intention that changes how they see every memory. They are recalculating the past to fit this new truth, and their hearts are rearranged by the weight of it. This rearrangement will birth respect where contempt once lived. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You carry an inner map that guides you through every confusion, and your steps are becoming landmarks for others. Those who followed the wrong footsteps now look to yours for direction. Their amazement turns into dependence, and dependence turns into public testimony. There is a quiet authority about you that no campaign of words can manufacture. People sense it in the way you refuse to be hurried, in the way you refuse to perform for applause. That authority is disarming critics and attracting those who need a steady hand. Your scars are not failures but medals of survival that are being read correctly for the first time. Those who once doubted your capacity now catalog your endurance as evidence of something greater. Their amazement becomes a slow, reverent applause that changes futures. When truth meets time, it dismantles reputations built on rumor, and it reveals the character beneath. The clarity coming from your life will upset the economy of gossip and reframe the stories people tell. Their amazement is rewriting the narrative everyone once believed. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. People are beginning to seek your counsel because your life has become an instruction manual of resilience. They listen to your pauses and learn patience by the way your quiet steers storms into seasons. The astonishment they feel is turning them into students of your steadiness. Your presence now triggers small awakenings in others, as if a bell has rung inside their chest. Those awakenings will not be loud, but they will be persistent, surfacing in wise choices and kinder words. Their amazement is converting to quiet obedience to the truth they finally perceive. The recognition of who you are is not merely social validation, it is the unlocking of doors that lead to deeper purpose. Opportunities that were previously hidden will now emerge because people can finally see who you are in full color. Their astonishment becomes the wind that fills your sails and moves you forward. Every revelation about you is like sun through a stained window, illuminating hidden colors that were always present. The more of you that is shown, the less room there is for doubt and the more room there is for destiny. Their amazement is a light that shifts the entire landscape of your life. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Trust is returning where it was once broken, because your revealed truth demands a recalibration of the heart. People are catching glimpses of the depth of your loyalty and are humbled into gratitude. Their amazement is ripening into honor and into changed behavior. There will be those who try to capitalize on this new awareness, but their motives will be obvious to the discerning. False friends will reveal themselves as hunger for gain rather than reverence for your character. Their amazement will separate the sincere from the opportunistic without drama, letting truth do the sorting. Your voice will be sought in moments of decision because it is now recognized as a source of clear direction. When you speak, your words will carry the weight of someone who has been tested and found faithful. Their astonishment turns into a willingness to follow the path your life quietly illuminated. The unfolding of your identity is changing generational lines. What your name will mean to those who come after is already being rewritten. Histories will remember the clarity you brought into foggy rooms. Their amazement is seeding stories that will be told long after this season. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. You move with an economy of faith, investing quiet work into harvests that surprise even you. That economy is visible now, and it dismantles the noise of quick wins and empty applause. The people who once mocked the slow investment of your days now stand amazed at its harvest. There is a holiness to your ordinary acts that is unsettling to the cynical because it challenges them to perform better. Your simple kindness, given without calculation, is registering as a supernatural resource in the lives around you. Their astonishment is a reorientation toward goodness that will have ripple effects. This revelation will make strangers into witnesses, and those witnesses will become allies in divine timing. Doors that remain sealed out of misunderstanding will be opened by those who now understand your purpose. Their amazement is becoming advocacy that will move mountains. You are not required to explain yourself to a world that will ultimately confirm what you have always known in your spirit. The unveiling is not a demand for validation but an invitation for destiny to step forward. Their astonishment is the echo that declares your season has arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The quiet victories of your life will now be catalogued and celebrated by those who once overlooked you. Each small triumph is a prophecy being fulfilled in public. Their amazement is testimony that the slow work of your heart was never wasted. Your presence is dissolving old patterns that once trapped relationships in cycles of mistrust. When truth appears, it purifies what remains around it, and people begin to behave differently because the environment has changed. Their astonishment is the first sign that new norms are being born. You will find open doors where there were once walls because people now recognize substance over spectacle. This shift will bring collaborations that matter and partnerships that honor your calling. Their amazement becomes the currency of connections that will fuel your progress. In the hush that follows revelation, your life will speak louder than any argument could, and the world will rearrange to accommodate the truth. This rearrangement will be orderly and purposeful, as if the earth itself is aligning to your destiny. Their astonishment is a herald of movement that will reshape your story. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Hold fast to the inner compass that guided you through seasons of doubt, because that compass now points toward doors that will open with ease. The same steadiness that preserved you will now propel you into public affirmation. Their amazement is not an endpoint but a doorway into greater responsibility and clarity. As people regroup around this revelation, many will step forward with gifts of service and honor that will help build the structures you need. These contributions will come from hearts transformed by what they now see in you. Their astonishment grows into committed support that will accelerate your mission. The reverence forming around you is not to inflate your pride but to correct the injustice of being underestimated. When truth arrives, it restores balance and dignifies the one who endured. Their amazement is a restoration that will recalibrate relationships and resources in your favor. You are being positioned in places of influence not for display but for stewardship, and this revelation will demand wise use of newfound authority. Stewardship will require discernment, courage, and a heart tethered to justice. Their astonishment invites responsibility, and responsibility will shape the legacy you leave. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The whispers of wonder will become chorus lines of testimony that others will echo with gratitude. Those testimonies will become beacons to people who are still searching and will point them toward hope. Their amazement is creating a narrative that will draw seekers into places of healing. You will be offered platforms not because of a savvy strategy but because people sense integrity in the life you have quietly lived. Those platforms will expand your reach and multiply the good you can do. Their astonishment is the seedbed of influence that will be used to help many. Remember that the unveiling of your identity also invites refining fire, and you must steward this season with humility and wisdom. The heat of attention can polish or warp depending on how you respond. Their amazement will test the roots of your character and will reveal whether you remain true to the source of your strength. Hold firmness in virtue as your standard, because the mantle of recognition will not be measured by applause but by the fruit that follows. Fruit that endures will justify the season, and it will bless not just you but the communities around you. Their astonishment will be validated by outcomes that bring peace and provision. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The path ahead will ask for courage to say no to counterfeit offers and yes to relationships that honor your essence. These choices will shape the contours of your life in ways that are subtle but eternal. Their amazement will deepen into trust when you choose integrity over expedience. What is revealed in you will also reveal others, and some will step into silence with humility while others will leave in clarity. This parting will be merciful and necessary, allowing new alliances to flourish where false fronts once claimed space. Their amazement will help prune what is unfruitful and encourage what is true. Let the unfolding of your identity be a ministry of reconciliation where possible, and a boundary where required, because both will serve the fullness of your calling. Balance will be the art you learn in public seasons, and balance will keep the revelation holy. Their amazement is a stewardship that will ask much and offer even more purpose. Stand steady in the quiet knowledge that every revealed detail of your life was never random and will not be wasted. Destiny has a rhythm that only a patient heart understands, and your life has been in cadence with that beat. Their amazement is the chorus that will announce the next movement of your journey. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The light now on you will illuminate others who have been living in shadows, and they will be drawn toward the same freedom. Your unveiled life will act as a lamp for the weary and the wandering, guiding them home. Their amazement will become gratitude that changes the direction of many small lives. As seasons turn, you will look back and see how each season of waiting prepared you for this unveiling. The scars will read like sacred text telling a story of endurance, and the audience will be moved by the authenticity of it all. Their astonishment will be the living record that confirms your journey was worth every quiet sacrifice. Walk gently, even as doors swing open, and remember that humility will keep you anchored through attention and acclaim. Humility will allow you to receive without becoming captive to praise, and it will preserve the purpose beneath the applause. Their amazement will find its truest expression when it is used to uplift others and to steward the good you have been given. The revelation of who you are will continue to unfold in ways both expected and miraculous, reshaping your present and rewriting futures. The astonishment of others is a mirror, and in that mirror you will see not only their recognition but also the reflection of the one who shaped you for this hour. Their amazement is a doorway, and beyond it waits the work and wonder you were made to steward. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Your truth is no longer hidden in the quiet corners of your story. It rises like a flame that refuses to be covered, burning brighter with every new revelation. Those who once ignored you are now captivated, unable to look away. Their amazement is reshaping the atmosphere around you. People who doubted you are now drawn to your presence, unable to explain why they feel safer and stronger near you. This realization is breaking old chains and creating new connections. Even in silence, you speak loudly through the weight of your character. Every action you take leaves an imprint that people cannot deny. Their amazement is proof that heaven has placed something extraordinary upon your life. The ripple of this revelation will spread far beyond what you can see. Whispers will turn into stories, and stories will become testimonies. Soon, the world will know the truth of who you really are. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. You are now walking into a season where amazement will follow you everywhere. What was once hidden behind closed doors is being displayed for all to witness. This unveiling is unstoppable, and no force can reverse it. People are retracing their steps, looking back at every interaction they had with you. They are realizing they were in the presence of someone chosen, someone destined. Their amazement is shaking them to their core. Every smile, every word, and every decision you made is now seen in a different light. The ordinary things you did are now glowing with divine meaning. They are amazed because they finally see what heaven has seen all along. Archangel Michael says, "This unveiling is not accidental but divinely appointed." Their amazement is the signal that your divine assignment has entered its full season. You are about to walk into doors you never thought possible. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The truth is echoing louder than denial, and hearts are bending under its weight. People who once resisted you are being softened by what they see now. Their amazement is turning into confession, as they admit they misjudged you. You no longer need to prove your worth, the revelation itself is your proof. Your identity speaks louder than any words could. Their astonishment is the testimony that heaven has revealed you at the right time. Even enemies are struggling to hold their ground, because truth dismantles every lie. They stand amazed, unable to fight against what is obvious. The realization of who you are is breaking their resistance. Those who truly love you will now rise to your side, carrying you with honor. Those who cannot handle your light will quietly step away. Their amazement will separate the genuine from the false. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Your story is now a mirror that reflects strength to others. People will look at you and find courage for their own battles. Their amazement is turning into inspiration, fueling their desire to rise higher. Every day, new evidence of your calling is surfacing. People will see how doors open for you without struggle, and they will marvel. They will know that you are favored, and their amazement will deepen. This revelation is not only for them but also for you. It confirms that your patience, endurance, and faith were not in vain. Their amazement is heaven's way of showing you that your waiting season has ended. Now, blessings will flow in directions you never imagined. Opportunities will appear like rain after drought. Their amazement will multiply as they witness miracle after miracle unfold around you. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The recognition of your true identity will spark conversations you never expected. People will speak your name with respect in places you have not even stepped into yet. Their amazement will travel farther than you know. Even strangers will sense something different about you. They will feel your energy before you even speak. That feeling will stay with them, leaving them amazed long after you've gone. This unveiling is not small, it carries the weight of transformation for generations. Families, communities, and even nations will feel the effect of who you truly are. Their amazement is the sign that the shift has already begun. Archangel Michael says, "Stand boldly, for the world is finally seeing what heaven declared long ago." Do not shrink back, because this revelation is your crown. Their amazement is your confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 2626.